Hello and welcome to this special program on the sidelines of a unique hockey event here at the sports complex at Pede Mapsa. The Goa Maverick Sports Club is organizing a grassroots hockey tournament, I can say, but it's open to all the genuine hockey talents from Goa and the legends of hockey, Goan origin players, former players, Olympians are here with me. We have Joaquin Carvalho and Mervin Fernandez here,
And now
who
the
are
match is
keeping
over
a very
between Starlight
close watch
Security
on
and
the
Rising
action
Stars.
which is going on here at the hockey turf at Pede. Sir, this initiative is really special. As far as Goan hockey is concerned, we know the illustrious history of hockey from the Goan perspective, and you keeping a close eye on this tournament here. Can we have the thought process that has gone into organizing this and the initiative from your perspective?
See, from the last visit that we were here in Goa, we thought that what Goan hockey requires is more of matches, more match play, and more competition. So this is the idea that we, in the course of our discussion, we put it onto the Mavericks Sports Club. So we found that club to be more organized, and they have been conducting tournaments in the past. So, and we also wanted to have a look at some of the talent in Goa, especially the boys and the men section, because we've been hearing a lot that there are not many players in Goa, and there are no players in Goa, and hence they have to bring players from outside. So we requested the Maverick Sports Club to organize a tournament, not only once, not only now, but keep organizing, tournaments throughout the year, so that the boys get an opportunity to showcase their talent and also to display their skills. And at the same time, more games means more match practice, and they can, improve further. So that was the reason why we came over here to witness some of the matches, and we would like also to select some boys and take them to Bombay for a tournament which is being conducted by Mervin and myself. There's a tournament Mervin conducts on his father's name, and there's a tournament which is conducted by our youth center over there, which is more than 45 years old tournament. So these are all played on AstroTurf, and all the top players, top teams of the country have come and played there. So that's a very good ground to play on, and a stepping stone to success, I would say, and we all played in that tournament.
Mervin, coming to you, as I mentioned, this tournament is unique and also grassroots in a sense that all the talents who are there in Goa, regardless of their age, are getting a chance in this tournament, being an open affair as well. The teams have come from various parts of Goa. Any particular aspect of this tournament you would like to elaborate on from the kind of the pockets that are quite a stronghold of hockey in Goa, and from other parts of Goa where there used to be a very strong center, but you don't have players anymore coming from those center. On this aspect, could you shed some light?
First of all, as Joachim rightly said, there are so many players playing hockey over here. They are practicing, they're playing together, but they don't have match practice. And our whole idea was, if they've been practicing for so long, they should have an opportunity to play tournaments. They should have an opportunity to play against each other as a team, so that they could improve. Regarding the pockets, I'm not too sure which pockets are doing well now, but all that I can say is that I never expected 9 teams from the men's side to participate in this event. When we discussed it, I was expecting 5 and 6 teams, so I said, why don't we have a league so that each team gets at least 4 or 5 matches before we have the finals. And the teams agreed. Imagine they are playing about 4 to 5 matches in 2 days. So they are happy doing that. We can see that. We can see them enjoying it. Look at the ladies also. They're getting an opportunity to play. So our whole idea is have as many matches, have as many tournaments, get the hockey-loving people together. It's nice to see the crowd come and watch. So that was the idea. And Mavericks have been very kind to accept our suggestion, because I think 3 months ago we were here and we had discussed a few things with them which they're putting into practice. And one of them was the under 14 boys. Before this tournament, there was an under 14 boys. We were more keen about them. In fact, Joakim and myself are always looking at grassroots level. So that was under 14. But there is another one that you must have heard of. We have started, getting schools to support hockey at grassroots when children are hardly in the second standard. So that's really amazing. We had some videos and some shots taken where the kids were running with the ball and all that. Oh, I tell you, it gave us goosebumps to think that it can be done. Yes. It can be done. And the initiative taken by some Goans who are still, in love with the game, though football is the game that people love here. But when we talk about hockey, there are a few die-hard guys who are ready to support hockey. Mavericks is doing it. Well done to Mavericks. That they're not only talking, but they're putting into practice what we have been suggesting. So I'm sure this is not the first tournament. There will be many more tournaments, and they can look forward. These same teams can look forward to some more tournaments, some more matches, and our whole idea is to prove that we don't have one team in Goa among the men, but we have two good teams. If that is done, we have proved ourselves in 1 year that Goan hockey is alive and it's going to do well. It's going to do well. Yeah.
There is a lack of participation from South Goa, which in the past used to be really kind of a pocket which was quite strong, especially the Gudi side, Naveli side. But here I have not seen them in action. Anyways, whatever the reasons may be. Another nice, heartwarming initiative that you have is like, as you mentioned, the schools are now gaining the exposure to hockey with your initiative.
See, when you have, when there are, they say, when there is a huge number of players, to quantity gets quality. So we are looking to quantity and then you get quality. Our initiative in the schools was that now we should try and get the children at the age group of when they're in the second standard. So in that matter, we have succeeded quite a lot. We have gone to a lot of schools. Though we targeted only 5-6 schools in the north and then another schools in the south. Now in the south, like Verna, they immediately laid the turf there. The work is in progress. And then in Asolna and Kumkolni, they have formed clubs. They have registered their clubs. So they also want to revive hockey. And there are other, like, Gudi. We supported them by giving them sticks. We provided sticks for all the schools. We are giving them free sticks. And then, in Agonda school, St. Anthony's or St. Anne's Institute, we are giving them also stick and they started practicing the next day itself. So, in the south also there are a lot of schools who want to come forward, like Rosary School is there, Naveli, and then some other schools who I've spoken to. So, everybody is keen and, everybody has woken up to the idea that this grassroots hockey can do well. But that is not the end, We want to see that these boys, they participate in tournaments. They all come together and participate in, say, 5-a-side or 6-a-side, so they get more of the ball. So that is also there in the pipeline. So that all these children who are training, they also, get a taste of what competition is.
Absolutely.
So they get, ready for the matches and they go there. So we have been trying all this and you must have revived the club culture. If the club culture is there, hockey also will go up. So one of that. The another important thing I've spoken to even the Mavericks Club and even to the people in South, that we need to have an all-India tournament in Goa.
Yes.
So when you have a big tournament, there are big teams coming here, big players coming here. So the children and the people and the players, they can watch big hockey in their doorstep. They can watch and they can learn and pick up the skills and pick up the, the fine, whatever required, the skills that are required for big-time hockey. So that is what is also lacking here in Goa. We don't have any big tournaments.
Yes.
So we need to have big tournaments. And I hope the government also, they have a beautiful ground there. But what is lacking, what is incomplete is that the floodlights.
Yes.
So that is what they should also do. So this is what I
think, as you mentioned, the big tournaments bring in that culture, the following, the icons of the game really are inspiring us and developing the sport.
Lots of former players of both from Bombay who have settled down here. players who have represented Goa earlier in the past of good quality, they will definitely come and support the game. I remember about 10 years ago when we bought the teams from Bombay, from All India. Mervyn had bought the Indian Airlines team and I bought the Indian Oil team. We played in Kalangod, we played in Panjim, we played in Naveli. There was a huge crowd, big crowd, big crowd.
That's a stroke.
So they wanted to see big time hockey in Goa. No? That's what everybody look forward to. So this is what we need to do. Grassroots hockey, big time hockey, have tournaments, send the teams for tournaments. Let them get hammered the first 2-3 times, but they will definitely keep on improving. And that is what, after seeing the talent today, for the last 2 days been watching here,
Rising Stars won.
there is no such thing as that. There is no hockey in Goa. Hockey
No,
there is
it's
in
not a
Goa.
goal.
You just
It's
have to
not a
tap them. Now, a special mention to Father Agnel School, Verna.
So the scores
Yeah, Father Agnello.
Still at
Special mention. Joachim just had 2 meetings with him, and immediately he agreed. We had a second meeting with him. The turf was spoken about. The turf is being laid. So I mean,
And that
that's
was finally the
when you say that
Rising
man of
Stars were
action,
looking for.
Father Agnello. You know, to immediately put into
And he
you know.
also had a camp immediately, hockey camp.
And you should see some of the kids moving the ball in the very first week or 10 days.
The goal scored
It was
by
amazing to
Germany,
see
player
those kids,
number
carry the ball
17,
along with them.
1-7.
Now, look at this also, which I didn't realize. Joachim had got balls which were lighter. Why? He had kept in mind there will be young kids. The heavy balls will be difficult to play with. So keeping that in mind also. So it's not just that, we thought that we're going to start hockey and all that. There's a lot of thought process put that heavy balls will, be difficult for the kids to play with. So they had those lighter balls which the kids are playing with.
And smaller sticks.
Smaller sticks.
So why lighter balls? Because see, the kids, their wrists are weak.
Yeah.
They are small children.
Yeah.
So when you play with lighter ball, it's more easy to move. Very heavier ball, the normal ball that you play is a little heavy. For the
last
kids
few
to
moments
move
of
at that
this-
age, it's a little
the last
difficult.
few
And
minutes
it'll be
maybe
easier for
of
them
the
to move the
second
ball.
half.
So hence these are the small
Rising
technicalities
Stars.
that we
I
got
mean,
to do.
why we are sharing this with you is that somebody may see a lighter ball and wonder, this is not the ball that normally
So,
hockey is
other than
played
that,
with.
Warriors
But
can
why
be
we
happy
are
with the great
sharing
series.
is so whoever's hearing it also
Your
should
match
know
is next.
that
The
this
moment this match
aspect
is over,
also was
we're going to
taken
start
care
with your
of.
match.
So that kids, don't have a
So
problem.
the age-wise, there are equipments that have to be used.
Yes, yes,
Perfect
yes.
their
Yes.
skills or
Like how in
technicalities.
football, you
perfect.
have number 3 and number 4.
In all sports.
So in hockey also you have a lighter ball,
Yeah.
which is meant for the children. You must mention about Dr. Levison Martin.
Okay.
He is a man of action and is very, how do you say, quick decisions to take. And I'm lucky that he's from my village. And he's a big fan of both of us because we happen to be from Salsat and from Asolna. So he immediately ensured that the people got together and the club is formed. And he also formed the neighboring club that is, Kunkoli. So he is very keen that and he is ready to support us in whatever we want to do where promotion of the game is concerned. So, Levison Martin is another great guy. And I think you need to have people like this who are dedicated, who are passionate. Father Agnello,
What about the schools?
And the schools, every school that we went to, they were, I mean, I can't say what to describe about them. They were very, very happy.
Very happy.
That father from St. Anthony's Giri, then the nun from Holy Family Bastora,
Yes.
then the St. Anne's Institute, Agonda, the headmaster came there.
Yes.
Father Agnello, of course, over here. And then the other schools also have been coming forward. So the principals, the headmasters, they want all these things to happen in their school. Otherwise, it was
Somebody
always
should just
Yeah.
give them an idea as to how we can go ahead, and they're ready to implement it. And we're happy that they're ready to implement it. Don Bosco's, what about Don Bosco?
So what is happening? Yeah, Don Bosco, Father Evans, immediately. He said, put the turf there, we're going to put the turf there. But one thing what we bought in myself, Mervyn, is over here they concentrate on children who are in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. The higher classes. And you just give them a stick without knowing the basics, so that takes time.
Yes.
So by the time they learn, they're already 19, 20.
Right.
So here we are starting at the age of 8.
Second standard.
Yeah.
First and second. Must tell you that the response and the support from the parents is amazing over here in Goa, because when we went to explain to them and we had a meeting over there in Don Bosco's Panjim and in Father in Verna, the turnout from the parents was amazing, and they are also very keen that the children should learn something where hockey is concerned at this level. It has never been there in the school. And why we said in school? Because the time is not lost. Otherwise, if you have it after school, it's very difficult for the children to go back home and come back, and for the parents to pick up the children or to drop them for practice. So here during the PT period, they do their drills. And the other thing I must mention is Atul Kane Pai, the president of Maverick Sports Club. He has been a driving force, and he has been taking a lot of initiative in promoting and developing hockey in Goa. It was his initiative of always having grassroots programs, and together with him we have been starting this program, and hopefully we are sure that this program will take off. We believe in doing things. The last meeting that we had over here with all the clubs, and Atul was the president. It was about 7-8 clubs, and we told them that you need to have tournaments. More tournaments means more practices, more games, more skills will develop. And from then they had an under 14 tournament for the schoolboys, schoolgirls, and the second is now this open men, women tournament. So I think Goan hockey looking up. And after seeing for the first time, we have seen Goan hockey very closely. The players, especially.
Candy, if
I'm quite surprised when they say there are no players in Goa.
Stars of Satyar is done.
If they are trained well, if there is proper development, proper coaching,
Not done, right?
not in 7 days and 10 days and 15 days.
Bastora and captain
professional
of Rising
coaching,
Stars,
not
can you
some-
report to Alvin?
Not some coaching that just come in the morning, play and go back. No, you need to have different
Captain
set of
Bastora,
coaching.
Captain of Rising Stars.
So that's very important. And I think Goan hockey can look forward. And I'm again giving an example of Manipur, which were once upon a time the whipping boys. Today they are winning the nationals. They are having players in the Indian team, both men and women. And I think hopefully, and I'm sure that Goa, in another few years down the line, you'll have some players from Goa representing India.
It's touching to see that Goan hockey is there to tap, and
Pleasant surprise for all of us.
yes, it gives us a nice feeling, to see kids start. Yeah, even here, we
Saying there's no hockey, I'm surprised.
yeah.
Yes, so to wrap this up, you now explained to us how the scene in Goa is. So it's quite promising with all these initiatives coming together. The schools are showing keen interest, and government officer Dr. Levinson Martins and his support that has warmed the heart.
There's another, the MLAs,
Yes.
Dr. Cruz Silva, Dr. Mr. Alex Sequeira.
Yes.
They are also all keen. They want to support, and I think Joshua,
Last few
Joshua
moments.
D'Souza.
Joshua D'Souza,
Yes.
and the Chief Minister himself.
So this is a very important occasion in
As we need to have
in
the
this
groundwater.
era where Goan hockey is kind of going through a revolution, or is heading towards a revolution of sorts, and masterminded and powered by the legendary Joaquim Carvalho and Mervyn Fernandez.
Also Joaquim Carvalho, because that's his brainchild, about coming here, meeting everybody, sharing with them what is required, and for them to accept it. I'm just supporting him. To be very frank, I don't take as much trouble that he takes. So I'm more of a supporter for what he's doing.
Hockey is a team game.
Yes,
So you require that.
obviously. So there you have it from the legends themselves. It's a wonderful team, and we all, the hockey lovers from Goa, hope that it gets the desired results, and a level of hockey, the standard of hockey improves fair bit from this initiative. And of course, sky is the limit, and we hope
Okay, we are
to
starting
get back
this
the
match.
glory
So,
days of Goan hockey.
Sabha